I would like us to look at some of the common mental health issues that people present with at the hospital.
Okay, that's a good one. Well, the truth is that depression is the greatest everywhere in the world. We are in 2023, Abby. As at when we are projecting 2020, depression was to become the second leading cause of disability in adults by 2023. So, and the second leading cause just behind who? Hypertension. And now we're talking about by 2040, 2050, it will become the first. That's depression. Depression is very common. Very, very common. Now, if you look at depression, because depression is also graded into mild, moderate, severe. Now, if you look at depression as a complex, both the mild, from the mild to the moderate, is the commonest mental health illness and the second commonest medical problem that we have in the world. Now, depression eats us a huge amount of money, whether from not going to work, poor productivity at work. And one thing in this part of the world, you are saying that now we are beginning to become conscious of the mind. You should know that it's a recent thing. It's not old. Very recent that we are getting conscious that people can say, okay, I'm going to see a psychiatrist, a mental health physician. It's very recent. In fact, some people still will not come.
I'm not mad, so why will I go and see a
Nobody's mad.
psychiatrist?
Nobody's mad. You either agree that nobody's mad, or you agree that we are all mad. Everybody's mad. So we can't define madness. You can't. If I tell you to define it, you'll be using a premise to define madness. So if you need to understand the person that you're saying is mad. If you get to understand the person and what the person is passing through, it becomes just a mental illness, a diagnosis, a medical diagnosis of a mental illness.
Dr. Precious, you were saying something about how men are protected, even though they also present with depression.
Okay, thank you very much. Well, men are protected culturally, especially in this part of the world. In fact, more in this part of the world. I think that's why outside there, people are beginning to try to protect women. Because now, a man is not forced to marry. Even as much as maybe some families may force you to get married, but the pressure is more on a woman than a man. Secondly, there are some things that a man can do and just go away with it, but a woman may want to do it, but she's not allowed to do it, and she'll have that conflict, and that alone can make her depressed. Now, typically is that a lot of women might be having, I'll just give a typical example. A lot of women might want to have, let's say a woman wants to have more than just one man. Culturally, this person is a bad woman. In fact, the next person is saying you're a bad woman, but inside her, she's not just okay with one man. She wants 3 men or 2 men. It's not acceptable. But a man, has a wife and still goes out, see other women. He's the man,
the real G.
You understand? So that alone can cause conflict in the woman. I'm just mentioning few women. I hope maybe a female psychiatrist will come here and break down what women pass through. But I know women pass through a lot of pressure, and that's why they are more depressed than men.
Okay. Well, how about at the home front as well?
Thank you. Thank you. Let me get down there. The stress of the home front is something else. Managing children, managing the home, managing a man. Women are more emotional than men, and a lot of things can happen that could break them down to emotions. They want to do some other things they know they would like to do, but they cannot do it for so many reasons that So the pressure is more on women, and the replicated research has shown that women get more depressed than men.
How can if I can tell that Abele is spinning me? How do I now tell that I have depression?
Okay. Well, we just get something clear. Depression is a psychological illness. So psychological illnesses usually come up with psychological symptoms.
Yeah.
And the issues we have with psychological symptoms is that they're different from physical symptoms.
Okay.
You say headache, you're feeling the pain. But psychological symptoms is more of
you have to explain
internal form of feeling. But I'll just give you some symptoms that will help us be able to know. One is when there's a difference between depression and sadness.
Please, what's the difference?
I'll just give you a quick difference so that we'll know how to deal with it. And we'll know when we are shifting from sadness to depression. I was just coming back from work, and I was told that a parcel I sent down was stolen along the way. I'm not happy. I'm angry. And that was like maybe 2 p.m. By 6 p.m., I'm home. I have a football match to watch. I watched a football match. Wow, it was so interesting. And I'm happy. Life goes on. By tomorrow, I'm not even thinking of the parcel. I'm thinking of, okay, how again do I need to get this parcel?
Oh, okay.
I was sad. Now, when it gets to depression, in the evening, I'm still talking. That parcel has not been sent. Why? What do I do? Why is life coming on me like this? Why are things so bad? I'm not sure I can even live to see this, to see tomorrow, or to see the future. What does the future hold? Whatever I do. Now, when it becomes persistent is the word. When the sadness persists and cannot even be changed with normal daily activities. Friends can change it, of course. Yeah. Family should be able to bring you out, but it's not coming out. It's persistent. Persists for long. So persistent low mood, when a low mood is persistent, is a sign of depression. Then that's not the only symptom.
Okay.
Now we have that should accompany loss of interest.
Interest in what?
Thank you. Previously pleasurable activities. You like to come here, come to work, and maybe enjoy your work. You like to just talk on air, and because of all those stuff happening, you don't feel like talking on air again. You don't feel like going to work. Okay, you like to even visit a friend. You don't feel like visiting again. You like to go to church. You don't see any reason to go to church again. You just stop. You love seeing movies, but you see movies, you don't feel like. Or even sometimes, even when you force yourself to do those previously pleasurable activities, you find no pleasure. So both interest is lost, pleasure is lost.
Wow.
That's not all. There's a third one that's called
what's that?
Loss of energy, or low energy, or reduced energy. What do I mean? Now, if for you to even stand up from your bed to come to work, oh God, you can't feel, not like you're having headache, not like you have a pain in any part of your body, but there is no psychic energy.
So waking up to actually go out and do your work,
you don't have the energy at all.